X-Men issue 8 heads to the Sextant, where Mirage and Magma wake up finding the mysterious egg-like item Wolfsbane has brought back from her recent trip into space with the New Mutants. In deep space at the Shi'ar graveyard, a giant whale-like species heads to their spawning ground, but it's not theirs, it's the millions of parasited predators that infest the dead whales, the Brood. Inside one of the whales, the Brood's nest expands thanks to one of 1,000 queens, who have gathered their forces to hunt down the king egg. Elsewhere, Vulcan is awoken from his drunken slumber by Cyclops and Havoc, who wonder if he's had a long night. Havoc tells him that he needs to cut back on the boozing since him and his friends are out of control, and he never cleans up around the house, and since it's a shared home, that's a problem. Cyclops notes that he's been having bad dreams, and Vulcan says it's only been one dream, the same one over and over. Suddenly, the summer house is eclipsed by a group of the giant space whales as they speed overhead towards Earth. On Krakoa, Brew comments about how much Krakoa has changed since the first Independence Day. Idie agrees with him, saying the island is growing more structures for them as more mutants arrive. Brew thinks that it's changing too fast and thinks that they need to adopt some type of building standards, however, since some of the places he's seen aren't really acceptable. Idie shows him the next building, saying that this will be better as they go and visit Mirage, Magma, Wolfsbane and Magic. Brew immediately notices the egg in the women's house, learning from Rain that it is her space booty, but Brew tells her that she is insane since that's a king egg, an egg that disrupts the breeding cycle of the brood and makes the queens go to war, unless a special precaution is taken to hide the smell, and since one hasn't been, they can sense it from across a galaxy. Suddenly there is a loud noise, and going outside, they found the space whales have crashed into Krakoa, spilling out the brood onto the island. The mutants battle the horde as Rain and Idie move the younger mutants to safety. Cyclops and Jean arrive to help, and Jean knows the council is well aware of the situation, and she is currently coordinating with two other strike teams, but she knows they will lose people. With Magic's help, Cyclops blasts large groups of the horde across the island as Brew tries to tell Jean why the brood are there and how they can stop them. Jean soon contacts Scott, telling him that they are after the egg Brew has and this is just the first wave, so they need to get the egg off planet. Scott tells her to get Alex to prep the ship on the Summers house, telling Magic that they are headed to the moon gateway and will lead the brood off Earth, so she needs to hold them back for a little bit. Scott meets with Brew and Jean, rushing to the shuttle where he meets with the rest of his family and hopes they can get to the nearest Stargate quickly and ahead of the brood. As Scott reluctantly gives Vulcan his go command, the ship rockets off the moon. In Shi'ar space, a Kree accuser talks about how much he hates the failure of the inferior. He demands to know where the king egg he was promised is, since the Starjammers told him that Sunspot knows where it is. Bobby says that he doesn't have the egg but knows where it is, and if he's allowed to make a call, he can get it for the accuser, but wants to know what's in it for him. Despite the Starjammers turning on his friends, Bobby tells the accuser that he wants them to be let go and he will give him the egg. The accuser agrees as Bobby cuts the communication, learning from Izzy that the accuser was calling from subsection 43, which is just inside Shi'ar Empire territory, so why was he in their territory? In subsector 43, Gladiator and his son Kubar kill some brood. Their hunt is interrupted by Oracle, who says that Smash reported that a Kree accuser is in that very sector. Gladiator tells his son to reload his rifle, since now they have found better game to hunt in that of the accuser. X-Men issue 8 began a really cool story that again let the X-Men get cosmic. I always enjoy the X-Men getting off Earth and tussling with the Kree or the Shi'ar, or in this case, both of them and the Brood. It was also quite cool to see the mutants respond to an alien invasion of Krakoa and how they mobilize against such a thing. Bruce comments also about the building maintenance and standards of living on Krakoa was really quite interesting, and I really love that type of stuff in these books, the little minute details that have gone into thinking about how mutants will live on this island, how they eat, how they sleep. Stuff like that has made me really enjoy Jonathan Hickman's run on these books, and I hope they continue with that sort of stuff. I'm really looking forward to the Shi'ar and Kree getting involved, as well as seeing more of Kid Gladiator, since it's been a while since I've read about him, so it's exciting to see him back. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.